things that make you worthwhile in life, you have to support your family, you have to support your community, you have to support your profession.
You are able to get leadership experiences and you are able to grow yourself professionally.
And you are participating in an effort that is really needed in our communities.
I think that's a value that you don't get, that fulfillment, in any other way.
As a new member, your thoughts will be recognized.
The values I've gained, the things I've learned, the people I've been exposed to, priceless.
A tremendous amount of self-satisfaction and personal growth.
Learning how to be a leader and learning how to be a professional.
I wanted to be good at my profession, and I wanted to give something back to the community.
Success to me is a balance. I cannot become narrow focused and only say it's about me, my life, my husband, my children. We all are blessed tremendously we have food to eat, our troops are over in Iraq. Why not give back some small part here, especially with all of the philanthropic initiatives to the financial literacy. We all have to define success and what it means for ourselves.
I'll just give you an example, which really touched me. It was a little boy, little African-American boy that I had worked with in this program, and one of the activities that we did was like a trial city council meeting. We took them to Bowie City Hall, and they were the city council, and we had the city council members come in and talk about the process. And afterwards, he looked at me and he said, you know, I think I could be the President of the United States. He got, and that just really made my day, because here I was able to put like a seed into that young man's mind that, he had never considered before. And when you can make, that possibility or that difference in someone's life, that is, to me, is very important.
We do the work for the Little Sisters of Jesus and Mary in Salisbury. Little Sisters run shelters for the homeless and distribute monies to the needy. September 11th, 2001, I was with Sister Mary Elizabeth, who is the closest, she's now just deceased, but closest thing to a saint that I will ever know. I was standing next to her when somebody said, you need to turn the TVs on. That's an experience, being there in that environment with the nuns at that particular time, that was a highlight of my life.
I think when I testified before the House Economic Matters Committee on the new CPA legislation that had to do with substantial equivalency, my delegate from Howard County had come up to me before I testified and had said, Art, I want to take you around and introduce you to the members of the committee. And what that did is it made me feel like I was important to him, that my voice was going to be heard, and that my voice had influence upon his decision and the decision of the other members of the committee.
And Barbara Mikulski came to our meeting, our key person meeting, and endorsed our bill on tort reform and helped get it passed and helped override the Clinton veto. I think that was a major, satisfying thing for me.
My partner and I were interviewing prospective, hopefully prospective employees just last week, as a matter of fact. And during the course of the interview, the question and answer phase of the interview, we asked both individuals, well, what caused you to, seek us out? And they both said, well, we know you belong to the Maryland Association of CPAs. We know you're both past presidents of the Maryland Association of CPAs. And we were looking for a quality firm. And we know your firm's got to be quality if you've done all of those things.
What I would, first thing I would make of a state society being good and helping the professionals is having the right people with the right attitude. The attitude that what can we do for our people, our professionals, our CPAs. And the people here, they've always, since the day I joined, the people have always had the right attitude.
As an educator, I have a need to keep up with the profession and what's going on and developments and such. I also have a need to interface with other educators and find how they're approaching some of these challenges. And I also have a need to have a connect for my students with the profession. So if you look at those three aspects, the MACPA uniquely met all three of those.
I am who I am today because of the MACPA. The MACPA has been my mentor. There's no one mentor. The association has been my mentor, and it's been huge. I can't even put a price tag on the time and the money involved and the exposure to so many aspects of my professional career because of the association.
The committee went through a strategic visioning exercise. This is probably the summer of 2001. And I sat in that room and I went, wow, I need this for my firm. And I talked with the leadership at the MACPA, Tom Hood and Carol Kerwin, and they came out to our firm and led us in a 2-day strategic visioning exercise that has had tremendous rewards for our firm. We've grown probably 40% total over that 4-year period.
The individuals that work at the association are so sensitive to your needs. They know you're volunteering. They know your time is tight, and they do everything possible to make it just as smooth and easy to become a volunteer. Whether you're spending an hour a month or 3 days a week, whatever you're doing for them, they make it extremely easy. The quality of the people at the association is phenomenal. And it starts at the top with leadership like Tom.
I came to the first meetings by myself. I did not come with anyone, and I felt very welcome from the first moment that I stepped foot in the door. And I think a state society should be one that's welcoming, that you should not feel that it's cliquish or feel that if you don't know someone, you can't go.
There's only so much you can do alone, talking to your friends, talking to your peers. It really takes an organized effort to make a difference, to really implement change. And the best way to do that is through the established organization that exists to represent the interests of CPAs and also works hard to make the profession better for the public.
When I think of a good state society, I think of one that first listens to its members. What is it that the members want? What are the things that keep them up at night? What are the issues that are important to them? We were in the forefront when it came to Sarbanes-Oxley, and how it was going to be implemented in the state of Maryland. We were on top of that. We were there. We testified before the state board. Who else does that? Who else is going to do that for us? I mean, we as individual CPAs, whatever segment we're in, we can't do that on our own. That's something that the association does for us and does it proudly and does it well.